Helen, you people cry, you're not serious.
What?
Your public debt is only 761.1 billion. And you have all this whining and unnecessary disputation all over the place. What is that?
Oh my goodness.
Can we be serious as a people?
I think for me, the most troubling part of our public debt is that just by us existing day on day, in fact, minute by minute, the debt stock is rising. Why? The city continues to depreciate. We're also seeing the issue of interest. And this is at a time when we are not actually servicing our debts as yet. We haven't even begun to properly pay back the money.
You should not be complaining.
You know, you owe over 20,000 Ghana cedis. Ghanaians. Yes.
I don't have a problem.
If we are to share this debt, and we say we are burden sharing, if we are sharing it, what is it now? Over 23,000 Ghana. How much can you pay today?
Only 23,000.
Only 20. How much can you pay today?
But if I pay all today, what would be left for me to pay tomorrow?
You pay some. Pay 10,000 today.
No, if I pay 10,000 and I paid 10,000
so how much
tomorrow,
can you pay today? 23,000. That's what you owe as a Ghanaian.
Wait, when I get the opportunity.
Those that were born today, they also owe 23,000.
No, give me the opportunity first. When you give me the opportunity, then
you pay.
Yes.
If you pay all today, what will you pay tomorrow?
It won't work. It won't work. What will I pay tomorrow?
It's true. So tomorrow I'll come for it. You have to pay.
You have to get me to pay. That's the whole point. The whole idea.
But it is frightening. Or just by virtue of the city's health condition, and it's not the city's on a stretcher as we speak, on life support. It needs resuscitation. Our debt stock keeps growing.
Okay, so we have a Bible reading for you. It's 8:33, the book of Genesis, right?
That's right.
The first book of the Holy Bible.
That's right.
And what does it say?
Listen, Genesis 1-3, chapter 1 to 3.
Hear the word of the Lord.
Hear the word of the Lord. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters.
Right.
And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
And that was where our leadership and authorities decided that you people cannot have light. So that is where we also said, no. The word of God says, let there be light.
Let there be light.
There must be light. So it is our Streetlight Campaign. #Light Up Ghana. Because the third verse says that what? The earth was without form and void.
Yes.
And the third verse said, darkness moved over the face of the water.
That's right.
And God said,
let there be light.
And there was
light.
Who are we to say no?
Safety is swallowed up in the night and lives are endangered. It is a nighttime hazard. My night ride through major parts of the Greater Accra region is striking. Reduced visibility as darkness falls on the roads.
FM 92.7 Urban Lifestyle Radio
and
Station.
Lives are endangered. It is a nighttime hazard. My night ride through major parts of the Greater Accra region is striking. Reduced visibility as darkness falls on the roads.
So beautiful posts right there, well erected. However, none of the lights is working. The Accra and Sawem Kumase main road.
I then decided to check portions of the 15-kilometer Awashi-Pokwasi road, whose contract was awarded under late President Atamels. Most of the light posts on the stretch are nothing but decorative.
I think 10 years now, the light is not working. They were changing the bulb. I think that was last 2 years. Since then, they have nothing like on in it. And they want some minister or some great person to die over there before they fix it, and it's no good.
At the 3-level interchange connecting the Nsawam-Pokwasi Road and the ACP Junction, however, it is all glamorous. A random check on the National Road 4 was not surprising. From the Tetekwashe roundabout through Shiashi to the University of Ghana, the 2-kilometer stretch lacks visibility. And it is the same on the Aburi Road as the Ayimensa Toll Booth Peduasi Lodge stretch paint a gloomy picture.
Every driver needs at least to see 25 meters when you're driving ahead of you. Do we have that? It's unfortunate that drivers are rather having eye issues issues because you need to strain your eyes in the evening and drive.
So what? This is the seat of government, and the problem persists here, right in front of the Jubilee House. A section of it is in pitch darkness. About 10 poles have street lights fixed but are not working. Beyond road safety, this actually raises serious security concerns.
There are agencies that have clear responsibility for these matters, and it may be very difficult to tell why the lights are not out, and it's a cross sector issue. At some point, it's either the Department of Urban Roads, at other places, the Highway Authority, the infrastructure is on the highway, the assemblies, because it has security implications for communities, but to a greater extent, the Ministry of Energy.
Road users fear for their lives.
Last month, one
of our drivers and his passengers were robbed last month after a tire burst.
Yes, for
okay, say that's why my fitting I'm a far car name for pay.
If your car breaks down on the road and you don't act swiftly, thieves stole crucial parts of the car.
They should put a street light on the road for us because our safety is very, very much important to our families. If the government doesn't care, our family cares.
According to the Motor Traffic and Transport Department of the Ghana Police Service, approximately 30% of road crashes happen at night. The Ghana Statistical Service also reports that pedestrian knockdowns account for nearly 40% of road fatalities, with inadequate lighting playing a significant role. The World Health Organization's 2023 Global Status Report on Road Safety indicates that road crashes cost Ghana 3 to 5% of its annual gross domestic product.
This are a part of the engineering of our roads, and if this is not there, of course, we should have a lot more of accidents on our road.
We are high on ensuring that vehicles that move around at night have improved visibility so that they do not suffer the consequences of the already compounded situation.
A capital drowned in dark street, leaving serious security concerns and creating an environment for criminal activities to thrive. What experts agree is an urgent fix of these street lights to light up the country, to improve safety and enhance economic output. Christian Yale, TV3 News, Accra.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
From the 3 Newsroom, the Election Command Center. Helen, why do people always want or wish for something unfortunate to happen to a big man on, well, if there's a bad road? In this case, there are no street lights. If there's anything like that, why do people always want something to happen to a big man or a big woman before it's solved? Is that not part of the problem?
It's interesting. You know what? Just yesterday, Jomoro NP, Madame Dorcas Afo Toffee,
right?
She was involved in an accident. I was looking at the pictures, very ghastly indeed, but we're thankful that she was okay. Also, Richard Ahiagba, he's the director of comms for the New Patriotic Party as well. He had a very serious accident. In fact, he was in hospital for for some time. I'm not even sure if he's out of hospital now.
He is, as far as some intel that we have is concerned.
And when these key things happen, just go on social media when the news reports come out and just look at the comments that come underneath that. They think, oh, you see comments like, oh, in that case, something will be done about it. Oh, if it has happened to such and such, then we're going to see more urgency. Because that is the thinking, that unless it happens to somebody who is high profile, officialdom really doesn't pay attention. And and it will always be in the same kind of area. A junction that doesn't have proper traffic lights, or a part of Accra, major city that doesn't have street lights. You know, these popular places, you have accidents happening day in and day out. Until somebody who is notable, or what should I say, prolific, is involved, it seems as though there's no action. Nothing is done to alleviate the problem or the plight of the people in that particular area.
Well, for me, the problem is even much more compounded if you look at, extend the thing beyond the Streetlight Campaign that we have, Light Up Ghana. And you now want to even focus on a road like the Bermakam stretch, right? When you turn from the Gifford Road onto the main Osu, road towards the Kofi Annan Bermakam area, that's a security zone.
That's right.
A road beautifully constructed.
Yeah.
There are no road markings. There are no street lights. There are no reflections. And the Bible passage we just read, please read it again. I'm sure that if we go into the Quran, and I'm not well versed in the Quran, but if we go into the Quran, I'm sure we'll find, a verse or two that talks about light as well.
That's right. So this is from Genesis. In the beginning, chapter 1-3, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering.
Take your time. If you read it like that, the people of God will not be happy with it.
I'm with you.
So, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Verse 1.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
God created the heavens and the earth.
God created the heavens and the earth.
I thought you'd do a Ghana translation for us.
We should do a Ghana translation.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. Nilaba.
Yes.
Amen. Laba.
This is Sunrise Chapel International.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. So now we want to give you an opportunity. It's testimony time. Call into the show and tell us, the community you live, do you have street lights? And this one we're asking you. The Bible said, let there be light. Is there light? 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Good morning, Daddy.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm in the mood.
Yes. I'm very happy this morning. I'm my brother.
Talk to me, sir.
Because you are doing great job over there.
Thank you.
And I always pray for you every day and night, Johnny.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
You know, Johnny, please, let's talk about what is going on about country, Johnny.
Okay.
Johnny, please, people are suffering.
Where you live, are there street lights there?
This is Ahmed, calling from
right. But I'm asking you where you live. We're talking about street lights. Do you have street lights where you live?
There's street lights. No, I called you like somewhere last year, and I talked to you about this from what is it called? From Kanesh to what is it called? Kolebu traffic light from
right. I remember.
I told you that that place, that road was dark, Johnny. And I've been talking, even our traffic light over there is not working, Johnny. And I've been complaining this several times.
Wow.
I think I told you twice.
Yes, I remember. I even went there to take a video about the bad roads as well. The road was fixed. But the lights, I think that the one who bought it decided not to bring it, maybe.
Yes, it's very bad, Johnny.
I hear you.
It's very bad.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. I'm grateful. Good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Johnny.
Yes, boss. Where are you calling us from?
My name is Clavia. I'm calling from Kofoidia.
Nice one. And do you have street lights?
I have the street light, but it's unfortunate it's with Assemblyman.
Oh, Chairman, explain.
I say, the assemblyman is having the light in his room, and he's selling it quickly. So,
which assembly is this?
I'm talking from New Japan, not.
Okay. Hey.
Sorry, so some of the lights have been fixed. Others are not inactive. When there's light, we have it. But sometimes you see it's very black more than the word black. And the few ones left, it's left for him and his family and his colleagues. So he will approach you secretly. If you have some, you pay 800 cedis. He gives you one.
I see. This is a serious thing to say. Oh.
Yeah. Then there's another one going on at
even though now at this point we can't independently confirm that, but but we will follow up and check.
There is no need for me to allegate something that I don't have any confidential use on it.
I see.
And I'm giving you another one that is happening at a constituency.
Okay.
Some of their communicators are my friend. They can call me if you have people who will buy. Can we link up?
I see. Are you in the Western region?
No, I am in the Eastern region.
Eastern region. Okay. Right.
So if you're going to talk about light, you have a lot to say. But quickly, let me tell you something.
Okay.
In the New Japan, not same constituency, there was an ongoing UCT campus project for education. Johnny, I called you and I told you this about this last week. Nothing has been done. And when you come, the goods over here are being sold by the community members.
Hey.
They've covered more than, let's say, 70 to 80 acres, and the project has been built nicely, but abandoned. So when you come here, I'm glad your correspondents will come and take videos of it, and you see what is happening. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning.
Morning, Johnny.
Seshak, common sense.
Common sense.
Do you have street lights?
So Wednesday, I went to hospital. When I came back, the street lights have been fixed with the NDC's candidate picture on it.
Oh. That's a private person who fixed the street light?
Yes.
In which area?
Street light, but it was off. Nungwa.
Okay.
It was off for some time. But Wednesday, when I came back, the street lights have been fixed with the NDC picture candidate. Johnny, from Dowenya to Accra, I traveled on Monday. I came in the evening. There's no light on the from Dowenya to Accra. Johnny, thirdly, as at now, ECG has not refunded my credit to me.
Oh, that meter change and the money that vanished.
Johnny, they have not refunded my MDCDs to me. I am begging you. Tomorrow is 31st, the month end.
I hear you.
Yes, they expect that when they give you the 50 CDs, when you go and buy, the moment you buy, no make it from I've been to the office with Johnny. Tell the ICG boss that the stealing should stop.
I hear you. I see I see your baby is crying on your behalf as well.
Yes, you want to take the phone from me.
Okay. Please give it to her. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hughes.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Chairman, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from All Fadam, Agbogboloshi to be precise.
Okay, and what is your name?
My name is Abdul Mumin.
Abdul Mumin, do you have street lights there?
From Zongo Gaskia to Kwalebu traffic light. There is no even one light on.
Are you serious? Up to where the mortuary is?
Yes.
Through Zoti and all those places?
Yes, there is no light. Even yesterday, I went to Ashama and I come back late. From motorway up to Kanda, there is no light. And the light problem in this country is very serious, Johnny. The Cherpuni district go to 3 weeks. There is no light in Cherpuni. So we have serious problem in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning.
Johnny.
Yes, sir. Papa.
What's your name?
Monsieur Shawara. Na she can't tell home light for
Light were around.
Street lights were home.
The second home. I also said aside one. There's a problem. There's a year NDC for assembly members are unprovide street light crowd.
Now, assemblyman the lights but boho just say assembly light to a government light.
No. Sometimes they do that. They lobby for it. I must be frank with you.
But the lobby.
They lobby for. Listen.
Tell me.
They lobby through private organizations. And government. I get my point.
So there is not a government provision, but it's private.
I record it. That's why I said they have to be voted out. And then we bring in Ralph Edie. Ralph, the Tubazo, our PC for NDC. But make up be joining that. Yesterday I was with your team at the IASO Center, although for the community,
Manifesto Watch, right?
Yes, Roland I had a chat with Roland. I mean, I was on your show. Let me put it that way. But there's a problem that I need you to correct. Tell them when the other person is speaking. I mean, the MPP, those people that they recruited to speak for MPP, that very function. I didn't hear a word. So certain things that they might have said, I haven't heard it. I only heard Henry Quarty. Then I have to use my sharp brain to go against Henry Quarty. So please tell your team, when they are going out like that, they should get speakers so that if the person is talking and we are not here, we can hear from the speaker.
But if you all come there and you people are shouting, because I've been monitoring it, and Mika, when I used to do debates in 2016 and 2020, you do the constituency manifesto conversations, and everybody wants to speak over the other.
But Johnny, yesterday was worse. I'm telling you for a fact.
I see.
I was in the how do I call it in the soup, and I'm telling you that I didn't hear anything being said by the opponent that I was talking to.
I hear you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. The earth was without form and void, and God said, "Let there be light." Do you have street lights where you are? Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is Onapo.
Onapo.
Hi.
Kaso street lights, JJ.
Oh, no, you.
Mimbi bosande okay mini you. Enka bi bosande.
So Johnny, your translation it was good, eh?
Min kasibo fiu.
Kekeni Yehovah ke.
Hani kane aba. Ni kane ba. Ni shewono kane be. Kane be.
Johnny, it's funny. I mean, the end one. From La Paz all the way to Malam interchange. No street lights. And you see how scary this Malam interchange thing is. I mean, I remember, not I remember, there is this floodlight. If you've taken notice, it's never been working since that Professor Moses inaugurated or commissioned it. I mean, it worked for some time, and then since then, it has never been working. And the whole place is dark. When these drugs, it's so scary, frankly speaking.
That's true.
It's very.
That's true.
Very scary. And from there all the way to Kaswa, nothing.
Charlie, this is scary.
And I learned there was a contract given to Kennedy Japan's wife, isn't it?
I don't know about it.
Sometime back.
Anyway, I'm not sure I know about that. Anyway, thank you very much. Okay, 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. We're asking you if you have street lights where you live. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Senior Pia, how are you, Chief?
Charlie, I'm good this evening. Good morning.
I'm waiting for I'm sure you're waiting to have your Pito Kolanda.
Oh, yeah. This weekend, in fact, that's what I've prepared for. And I have a couple of friends who will be visiting me for that.
I see.
You know, with some guinea fowl, as you know.
Nice one. Now, you tell me, where you live, do you have street lights?
Oh, yes. For where I stay, I have a lot of street lights.
And which area is that, please?
Kadisha Wood.
Right.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
I heard the documentary you just played, which I heard, that's about street lights. And I think the one whose the documentary was saying that close to Jubilee House there are some
behind the Jubilee House.
John is serious.
Yes.
You see, at times there are serious things, but we can't take it so trivial. For instance, I heard when someone came to say at your station that some journalists had some money from Baumia. And I've been thinking about it, and it seems nobody is taking it serious. But Johnny, if anything happened during the election, nobody should blame anybody.
I hear you. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is Lawrence. I'm calling from Nungwa.
Lawrence from Nungwa. Now, talk to me.
Yes. There is no street light from First Junction to Fertilizer Runabout. Right to Lekman Hospital. And then at Brinza Road, there's nothing. When you are driving in the night, it's dark. So, Johnny, fight for us. You are speaking for us. You are great.
I hear you.
May the good Lord protect you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whoever rises against you to fall, stand up to strike the person and the family.
I hear you. Amen.
To be protected.
Amen. Thank you. Amen.
If I don't watch you in the morning, I don't go anywhere.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, Mr. Hughes here. How are you, Chief?
I'm good by grace.
Okay, talk to me.
Bless you for the work you are doing for Mother Ghana.
We thank God.
I'm calling from Kwatima.
Okay.
I'm a hawker in the traffic.
Okay. And do you have street lights there?
Johnny Hughes, I don't know if I will call it camouflage light or I
see.
think they are the solar ones. Since it has been mounted, I don't know if it's a break before. They are just standing as if traffic lights. But in the night, very dark. If I'm not lying, I think somewhere last month, beginning of last month or the ending of the month before last month,
okay.
I knocked a guy. He was trying to cross the road. I left there. I closed around maybe 4 or 5. But I left around 8, 9 thereabouts.
Okay.
He was crossing the road. The car knocked him. No one knows that a car has knocked human being.
I see.
The car have, like, a lot of cars have passed on him, and he was like, I don't know. In fact, it was, according to the people, it was an eyesore. They have to collect the body like pieces. The next day, before they came for his eyeball.
I hear you. Okay. Thank you very much. Graphic Road. Abiam, you come. You where you live, there's problem there. You are sitting here quiet as if there's nothing happening in your place.
Just give me the light. Yeah. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Yeah. Just give me the light.
Sean Paul says, give me the light. We say no. Abiam, your area. Ebri. Or my grandmother would say Aburi. Do you have lights? Street lights.
Okay.
The last time I showed street lights were the fact that street lights were not available. They were off. The poles were there, the bulbs were there, but the lights were off right from the immense stretch. In fact, even before the immense stretch, all the way to the top.
There's no light. There's no street. The street lights are there, but they are not working. From Imensa to
do people put it off? Do you switch it off?
No.
So that you can have fun?
Yes. No. No. It's been off for long. It's been off for long, and it's very bad.
I have to ask because if the poles are there and the poles have bulbs,
yes,
and they have not broken, they are there. They must be on. So it's possible that they may have put it off so that they can have fun.
Wow.
It's been off for long, for very long time. And
how many months? Can you remember?
Yes, I think yes.
And that's leading to the Pediasi Lodge.
Yeah, leading to
where
the
the president and cabinet sometimes go to have retreats.
Right from Tobut, Imensa Tobut to Pediasi Lodge.
I see.
And I think from Pediasi stretch, some are working, some too are not working. But in the towns, I think the assemblymen, they do campaigns with
for their electoral areas.
So the electoral areas, they have lights.
I see.
Yes.
But from Imensa all the way to the mountain top,
it's very bad. If you get problem on your car, you have to sleep in the car too.
If not, what will happen?
If not, you will come and find you come and then your car will be on jack.
Will be on cement
ties,
blocks.
Yes, all your ties will be gone because
Are you
the
serious?
place is very dark. And then the reception there is not that good for calls. So when you get problem, it's another problem on its own.
When you get a problem, it's another problem.
So
wow.
And it's very bad. When they fixed the lights, it was very nice. When you can walk from Eyimensa with
all the way to the top.
Yeah, we feel
through
confidence.
Konkonuru and
yes. But right now it's not working. As I'm talking to right now.
So
not
if you have
lights.
you have no good sights and all of, forget about traveling at night.
Yes, if your light is not good,
forget about it.
Forget about it.
Wow. Good morning. Oh, sorry, we missed those calls. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, this is Cliff.
Cliff, long time no hear. Talk to me.
Yes.
Cliff, in Adenta.
I want to advise the Electoral Commission.
No, let's talk about your street lights first. Adenta, do you have street lights?
Oh, Adenta is not that okay. They need to improve upon the lighting system at Adenta.
But the lights are there.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
no. They need to improve.
What are you saying? Are the lights there or the lights are not there? I want to understand.
The lights are not there, and then the street lights too. We have problem with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I want to tell you something, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see you seriously, so I don't know.
Okay, I will arrange it. Yeah, hold the line. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Hello, John.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What? Oh, sorry about that. 055-924-2717 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
My name is Anna.
Okay, talk to me. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Northern region.
Northern region. Okay. Wale. Let's hear you. Street lights.
Our street light is not even there since more than 3 months now.
Hey.
There's no street light. It's not on. They are there, but they are not on.
I see.
And that's our main problem. In the night, you can't. In the night, you cannot even go in the.
Mm-hmm.
The place is very dark.
I see. Okay.
That's our main problem.
Thank you very much. Up north, there's also a problem in Wale. We understand. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Do call us. Good morning.
Hello, John. I'm Ezekiel. I'm calling from India.
Hey, Ezekiel, talk to me, bro. Where are you calling us from?
What DJ Abraham is saying is no lie. It's
the Bree issue.
It no be joke. It no be joke. Don't try driving through that place at night. Don't try.
I see.
Be serious. All right, thank you.
They go take your things from you. If your car spoil. No, I'm getting scared though. Oh, wow. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
This is Tony from Kumasi.
Say again.
Tony from Kumasi.
Tony Montana. Talk to me, Tony. Yes, street lights. Bombing, come on.
See, our radio station in Kumasi, we are still waiting.
It will come. We are discussing things. It doesn't, you know. Oh no, to radio station. The over set up radio station in Komobibri Waho. Free. Yeah, that's it.
Mamma, where your friend is journalist, but message Kakao and from me to your friend is Paula Dumotree. Now we are.
Oh, that be into me journalists for assemble your network. So, it be a street light assemble, Mr. Why?
Street light media, Johnny Ukraine, Mamma, Kumasi, Abu. If your friend is saying, "I na get junction ya to see a photo and about." Johnny me say, "What the? They say I see him. Who be beyond so?" They say a doom sa from one na junction. A kwa kopim the friend is saying a photo and about. If you walk in there, and I do mean pin do baby and the me who na make.
Okay. All right.
No and can was on bomb more than now. It's a mom.
Amen. Thank you.
Because Papa now I am all mine.
Amen. Medasi. Thank you very much. I mean, sure. Mekache. And you know, senior area how obey manifesto words very, very soon.
Okay.
Medasi.
So Bella, see more employed than I'm Miss Malika yet. You know,
Bibia and Swing Yawaha. Yet to me, Bibia. Style BAB. Okay. Okay, now let's listen to another report, right? And this time we're going all the way to Temamoto Way. That is, if you like, the only fastest and longest and whatever motorway that we have. As we speak, it has expired. The street lights are standing, the poles are standing, right? The bulbs are there. But I think the people who live along that stretch, they also switch it off just to have fun. I suspect so. Because otherwise, I would not understand. Let's listen to the report.
For the highway are now visible. The purpose of Streetlight is to create a lighted environment which will contribute to the safe and comfortable movement of vehicles and pedestrians during the dark hours. But the situation is quite different on the Accra-Tema motorway. It appears when streetlights are fixed, they go missing. Some newly installed streetlights in 2021, which are flagged by the Ghana Standards Authority for failing to conform to standards, has disappeared. The Ghana Highway Authority has pointed to vandalism and theft by some unpatriotic citizens as a main reason behind the malfunctioning and absence of streetlights on the motorway. In September last year, some solar-powered streetlights were erected around the Temaban toll booth, and the purpose was to enhance visibility because most vehicles, particularly haulage trucks, were crashing into the toll booth. 11 months after, these streetlights are nowhere to be found. Residents living along the motorway are disturbed about 10 of events.
A hard dream to say, I like to be any one. Members are not do nippy trim, ideas and bay to cloud going. Say you'll be cross the road, no plan, as if you'll be Genadia. Members will be.
The lack of street lights is very worrying. Drivers can easily knock down pedestrians, and also theft cases can increase. Government must intervene.
Even during daytime, there are a lot of accidents. From the stretch right down to that place. What about what happens in the night? Yes, so that one is a very big concern.
Equally worrying is the ordeal motorists go through plying the highway at night. They have increasingly voiced out concerns over the lack of street lights, which has led to frequent accidents and heightened the risk of theft cases.
Without the street light, I can't see anywhere. So where we have reached now, in fact, I don't know where we are now. So small time, I'll ask the driver, where are we? So you people try to do something over it for us.
Because it's very, very bad because unfortunately anything can happen on the way. Some of us are not using, how do you call it, highlights. Some of them too are using their dim lights. So we are appealing the government to help us with the street lights.
It is very terrible to drive in the night on the motorway. The system seems not to be working, and the leaders are just watching on without any intervention.
It will take extreme caution to navigate the Accra-Tema motorway amid the total darkness. And for some drivers who are not on the lookout, external factors like pedestrians crossing from the sides of the highway could cost them a lot. Road safety expert Dr. Godfrey Achinadakwa sees this shortfall not to be limited to motorway, but a national issue.
It is very unfortunate, sad, and I am always dismayed that a motorway, and the only most express motorway in Ghana, has no street lights. It's disheartening. Street lights are good for driving and for road safety. If we have street lights and we have the road markings clearly, trust me, road accident can reduce by a margin of about 55%. Even if drivers are driving 100 kilometers per hour.
3FM,
the speed on that road is quite high. And we don't have a single street light.
He wants government to expedite efforts in the motorway expansion project.
So if it's going to take about even 1 month for the construction to be completed, and how many people do we expect them to die? One single death in our nation means a lot for the nation. And you should not allow that one to happen. Look at the frequency of accidental death that they keep on reporting daily. And it seems it doesn't bother anybody. I don't know what the road ministry is doing. I don't see what they are doing. Let me tell you something. If you maintain roads, gather highways, listen, if you maintain roads, it costs less to maintain roads than to be building and constructing new roads. So let's try to maintain roads. When they do it. Now the roads, they do it maximum 4 years, it's gone. Look at motorway, since Kwame Nkrumah did it. Such a wonderful, beautiful motorway. But look at how it is now.
The rehabilitation and expansion of the motorway will take 3.5 years to complete. It's expected that it will come with street lights as part of the project design to illuminate the highway. But should an intervention of lighting the 19.5 kilometer highway hinge on the expansion project completion?
The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM.
Accra to my motorway.
Driving and crossing on some major roads within Greater Kumasi at night is increasingly becoming uncomfortable and risky. While some street lights work intermittently, others have remained non-functional for a long period of time, posing a threat to the safety of motorists and pedestrians.
These street lights meant to enhance visibility at night have rather turned into a decorative facility. Records from the National Road Safety Authority indicate that between January and June this year, over 100 pedestrians have died from vehicular knockdown in Kumasi alone, and most of these incidents occurred at night. Kosia Jenim Boateng is the Ashanti Regional Manager for National Road Safety Authority.
We have issues of lighting system because most of the crashes occur at night. So we believe increased lighting system along. We cannot light the whole highways with light, but certain identified sections could also be lighted by the assemblies to also help to enhance visibility at night. If you look at places like, let's say, from Stressful to Aputoja coming to Asqua area, from, I think, Dompasi Junction area, driving at night is not the best. So the assemblies could also help to light the roads to also enhance passengers, pedestrian safety along that stretch also.
Notable roads without functioning street lights are the Asqua and Loga Junction New Road, Suso and Sutek Junction Road, and Atonso Agogo Esresu Road, among others. The darkness on our streets is not only causing road fatalities, but contributing to crime.
Anytime you're kurana end week na say do.
For this stretch, anytime they fix the street lights, it doesn't function for more than a week. And when the lights are off, criminals take advantage of the darkness to rob and hurt passers-by. There is a bus stop few meters from here, and walking there is very dangerous because of the darkness. I've personally been robbed there. Authorities should fix the street lights. Using this road is dangerous because of poor visibility. When someone or an animal is crossing, you hardly see, and it often leads to knockdowns. If the lights were to be functioning, most of these knockdowns could be avoided. Chief Executive of Kumasi Metropolis, Samuel Pine, responded to the issue.
Currently, we're distributing through the MPs and through the Assembly, we're distributing 50 pieces to all the 40 electoral areas through the Assembly members for installation where they see to be darkness. And therefore, we're working assiduously towards that. We're also being in touch with the Ghana Police Service and the military to help us with security, especially the portions that we have people vandalizing the cables, stealing the cables and the rest. So that's what we are working on.
Road users want city authorities to fix all street lights to improve security. Reporting for 3FM, Ibrahim Abubakar from Kumasi.
These are two reports, one by George Quaining and the other by Ibrahim Abubakar in the Ashanti region, Tamamoto Way and the Ashanti region right there. I still feel we should go back to church, yeah?
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Let's get this gentleman to read the Bible verse for us now. Let's get him. Please help us.
Genesis 1, verse 1. In the beginning, yeah,
Listen properly.
In the beginning, yeah. In the beginning.
Okay, since he can't read, let's see if we can get the tree version. Yeah? Let's get the tree version quickly so that it can be done nicely.
Mose nguma edikan eye Genesis tibaako ade bom fitiase emfitiase no onyankopon bo osoro ne asase na asase da ho hunu a eni bobia bia na esum wo ebunu no ani na onyankopon honhom butunsuo no ani na onyankopon kan se enye han na eye han na onyankopon hunu han no se eye na onyankopon pae han ni esum no mu na ofre han no se adechie na esum no se adesaye na
Yakabum. See you after the break. I've put the hang and the sum together nicely. That's what we have done nicely. But we should light up our streets. It's dangerous.
The luckiest star 712 luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who dialed
Later today at 10:30 a.m. through to sometime before midday, there's going to be a conversation, a roundtable for the creative sector on your radio and on your television and on your website at 3news.com. It's going to be a roundtable discussion with special focus on the manifesto pledges on the tourism, culture, and creative industry. Powered by 3 Entertainment. And it's going to be on all 3 platforms. That's TV3, 3FM 92.7, and on our social media platforms, TV3 Ghana and 3FM 927. It's happening live at the Executive Theatre of TV3. Today, the 30th of August, 2024. Rex Owusumafo, musician and politician, will be present for the NDC. Frank Owusu, aka Funky 5, acting deputy CEO of the Creative Arts Agency, will be here on the ticket of the NPP. And Ni Ayi Opare, Movement for Change, a member of our communications team, will be here for the Movement for Change. There will be other industry stakeholders who also join. P-Rai and Naftali will be working behind the scenes for the industry. You got to join us here 10:30.
EFM 92.7.
And engage officialdom and find out from them why the areas that do not have streetlights, as we've been told by the phone-in segment that we had prior to this conversation with the officialdom, do not have lights. Off the top of my head, I can talk about the Bema Camp Road. I can talk about Kaswa Stretch, N1. I can talk about the Kwashiman area. I can talk about the Malam area. I can talk about the Awoshi through to Ablekuma Stretch. I can talk about the motorway. I can talk about also the portions of Ashanti region, but more specifically, let's go back to Kaswa to Malam Road, Elwak to the T Junction at the Bema Camp area. We're talking the motorway behind Jubilee House, as well as Christian Ali's report told us Agblezan Road, the Lekma Road, and Teshi, Lejokuku constituency, Ayi Mensa all the way through to Ebri. And then we'll go to the northeast region where Wale Wale is based. All of these places do not have street lights. And it's a big bother and worry because it applies to road safety. Kwame Kodia Ichiahine is the Director of Regulations, Inspections and Compliance of the National Road Safety Authority. Kwame, good morning. Thank you for your time. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Yourself?
Good to hear from you. I'm greater than Accra. Kwame, so these areas that I've mentioned in the Greater Accra region, some in the Ashanti region, some from the Northeast region, do not have street lights. And the people are worried that this could be endangering their lives and that of other road users. Do you agree with them?
Yes, I do, because we also use the road. And we are faced with the same challenges as the people. Which is why, within the opportunities we have, to try to bring them out.
Kwame, we can't hear you, really.
Yeah, so one thing is that, yes, we do appreciate the content, and it is also because we are road users, and we are faced with the same constraints when we use the road, which is why this discussion is important, and your effort ought to be commended. When we get the opportunity, the agencies that have the frontline responsibility, we do well to try to bring these matters to their attention, believing that in the midst of scarce resources, we should be doing well to also improve upon these matters. Because you know as I do, that visibility goes to the core of what we do as far as safety is concerned, except to say that on matters of streetlights, I mean, it deals with the double barrel issues of security and visibility.
Right.
And over the time, it must have been last year or a little over a year ago, at some point there was really some difficulty in trying to identify which of the various agencies have the direct responsibility for this matter.
Right.
And the discussion points to the fact that it's a cost-cutting duty. In some areas, the assemblies, because of the security implications, have a duty to have them fixed. In other cases, when you are having to deal with a new road project, the urban areas, the highways, urban roads may have a certain share. But ultimately, whether the lights stay on or not, I mean, that's what that fits with the Ministry of Energy, whether the lights should stay on or not. So, at the last count or last discussion, I think under certain projects by the Ministry of Energy, some street lights were provided. In the last few weeks or so, we've picked up some signals that within Accra, the regional coordinating office was also trying to deploy some street lights. Our interest really, as the Road Safety Authority, is that we may be able to make some input and influence the areas where the street lights may be deployed because of the data we have and how these visibility challenges create problems for users. But there's often the push and pull. Whilst you are having to push for solutions that are safety related, others are also pushing for security constraints or security related needs. And that's where we are as far as this issue is concerned. But on the other side, in the midst of the challenges we have in our engagement with users of the road, especially the space that we control, these days, for every vehicle leaving Major Terminals at night, as a result of our inspections, we are careful to insist that these vehicles have the visibility or reflective tape, the one that goes around the vehicles, just so that the vehicles will be visible at night to reduce the risk associated with night travels.
So, Nana, this things that you have said, it doesn't really then respond to the question immediately as to what can be done now as we speak to prevent a lot more road accidents and a lot, because beyond the street lights, there are also no road markings on most of the roads. I mean, the Burma Camp Road is one of them, and many of the newly constructed roads, there are no reflectors on it. I know that the National Road Safety Authority is an authority because you would have to ensure that the enforcement of these things are done. How are you doing that magic?
So that's true. True to the point that there are two things. So beyond the enforcement, working with our contemporaries in the public environment, public sector, I should say, we do a lot of coordination. So our law requires that we coordinate policies that are safety related. And so we are looking at the data and where there are gaps in safety measures and intervention. We use the data to try to direct action by these other agencies. So yes, the Burma Camp areas, even the motorway which I used quite recently, have constraints with line marking. And these are matters that we bring to the attention of the relevant agencies at a regular interval. Again, in terms of full-scale implementation, we don't have a sense of budgets that we have, in terms of work plans we have. But based on the frequency of occurrences and black spot analysis we do, we also get these information to the relevant sector agents.
I see. Great. Kwame Kodia Echiahini, Director, Regulations, Inspections and Compliance of NSRA, thank you very much for your time. We're grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Rise up, my country people. Rise up, my country youth.
That confront us, whether or not we are ready to save lives and not just announce statistics that, oh, this year we had less number of people dying as compared to last year on our roads due to carnage, due to the fact that we didn't have street lights that were functioning, and that we did not have road markings or street markings. But I can tell you on authority that if the police caught you driving on the wrong side of the road that has no street light, has no proper street marking and reflectors, you will be arrested and charged and maybe prosecuted, and finally, if you cannot pay, if it's a fine, a slap on you. As they say on the streets, you go sleep inside. So the question is, how is the system not complete of its processes, but is demanding for the citizens to do everything from paying taxes to the taxman, and then also from fulfilling all obligations? Because if your vehicle is not worthy of the road, for example, you do not have lights on your vehicle, proper illumination, front and rear lights, proper traffic indicators, and etc., you will be in trouble with the law unless the law wants you to walk. So if all of these things can be, imposed on the citizens so that the citizens are safe, why can't officialdom themselves also ensure that basic things like street lights are taken care of? Because each time we pay our electricity bill, there's a 1% component of that electricity bill, whether you're paying postpaid or you're buying credit ahead, or whether your meter has been changed and you have your money locked on there like Common Sense or any of our guys who call in every now and then. You will always have to cough up that money to pay. So, if that 1% of your electricity bill is collected every day, where does the money go? And who is keeping the money? Do you walk to urban roads? Do you walk to roads and highways? Do you walk to ECG to ask them that, okay, you collected the money on behalf of government, so make sure that I get the lights on? Or do you go to the Energy Commission? Or do you go to the Ministry of Energy? Where do you go? And who is really concerned about it? I mean, we have, all the CSOs you can think about. We have a Ministry of Energy. Their job, as you heard, Namantese, is to keep the lights on. But the ultimate question is, why are the lights not on? Why are the lights not on? And these are street lights, oh. We have not even come to the other layer of traffic lights. We're just talking street lights. Street lights. We're just talking street lights. Not traffic lights, street lights. And we cannot find street lights. And yet you have beautifully constructed roads. And when you hear official Dom on the airwaves talking about the fact that, oh yes, we have constructed more roads than any government. Well, you can argue it out, but you see the roads. There's been a year of roads, a second year of roads, another year of roads. We're still talking about roads. We're still patching potholes. We gave some 15 million the other time to patch potholes. We're talking about the Temamoto Way expansion. You get on the Pokwase Highway, the interchange. We talk about street lights. I want to know which community in this country that does not have a street light problem. Sometimes you have maybe 5, 6 street lights, and then you have 3 of them off. And then you ask yourself the question, but what's happening? Is it normal? Because criminals also thrive in such a situation, don't they? And then you hear the promise of saying that, oh, don't worry, we will get you street cameras. And then I asked the technical man, can you get a street camera working efficiently and effectively to help you fight crime the way you want to fight it if the street lights aren't present? If not, we'll be taking just silhouette videos. Yeah? So what does the taxman use our taxes for? That's what Lucky Dube is asking. What does the taxman use our taxes for? A very basic question that must be asked. And this morning, that's why we're asking it. Our Streetlight Campaign. That's why we're asking that question. On Light Up Ghana. That's why we are engaging you. On 3FM 927 on Facebook and on X. So we are asking the question. What's going on? And each time you talk to officialdom, you actually get explanations or excuses, or you get answers that do not actually answer the question, or answers that will not solve the questions, but they are answers anyway. So what they go on? Where the light day? There's a question. Where the lights day? And why can't we keep the lights on? It's a basic question. It's worrying. It's disturbing. How is it that you have a stretch that's going all the way to what do you call it? Pediasi Lodge. Pediasi Lodge is Nkrumah's baby. And the Pediasi Lodge still exists and is still being home to all our presidents. All right? 200,000 killed. And the Pediasi Lodge is a hub where every big meetings are had. In fact, when the West African sub-region started having their own set of problems, we brought in the military juntas of those countries, Burkina Faso and Mali and Niger, to come to us to have that meeting in there with our president and the security couples. And the issues were resolved to a certain extent. So the Pediasi Lodge still has relevance and essence. The Pediasi Lodge is still quintessential. How is it that the road that leads to Pediasi Lodge, nice road, nice street market, nice boulders on the side. And people use that road. Tomorrow is Saturday. If you go on top of that hill from Ayimensa onto the mountains at the Konkunuru beyond, you see people jogging. And people want to live healthy. They want to jog. They want to keep their health in check and intact. And on that hill, they will have a lot of darkness to contend with. Meanwhile, Genesis chapter 1 to 3 and 4 says God saw that there was darkness. It was not a good thing. And he said, let there be light. And then he saw light and he said it was good. And he separated the light from the darkness. He called the light day and the darkness night. So how is it that it gets to our turn and we decide that we're going to keep the lights off? Ko waranto. Nana and not me here. Road safety advocate joins us on the phone line. Nana, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, good morning, Johnny. Thanks. Nice having me again.
Great. Nana, good to have you. So, Nana, why can't we keep the light on? What do you know?
Why can't we keep the light on? That's a $64 million question that I cannot answer. But the menace of lack of lighting on our roads is what is causing a lot of the road crashes that we have on our hands. But why aren't we having lights? That's a question that should be posed to the Electricity Corporation and the road management agencies like Ghana Highways Authority.
Right.
So if you ask me, what lack of lighting on our roads is causing road crashes,
I see.
That I can have that conversation.
Nana, you have been advocating and doing a lot more digging. In terms of the governance structure of that sector, would you say that it has become so checkered that once you ask entity A why the lights are not on, they answer to a point and they say, oh, the other side of the question B, question 1A or question 1B belongs to this other entity. Question 1C is for this other entity. When they finish answering, I'm sure we can have the lights on. Is that the situation we find ourselves in?
Yes, it is. Because shifting responsibility is a problem. Because ordinarily, when the Ghana Highways Authority, the act that set it up, made Ghana Highways Authority responsible for the management of our roads, from the collective roads, arteries, and then the motorways. If I say motorways, we only have one motorway in Ghana.
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
But the responsible agency was the Ghana Highways Authority. But then they broke it down. They brought in urban roads. Then urban roads was responsible for not the artillery. Artillery was mainly for Ghana Highways Authority. But the collective roads, the roads that leads to our homes, were the responsibility of the urban roads. Then it came to feeder roads, like where I am now in my village, and United States to be precise, is the responsibility of feeder roads. And then they brought in the district assemblies. They carved out the responsibilities for some of these roads to the district assemblies. And if you remember, some time back in the early 2000 or so, 2012 thereabouts, the Tema motorway, if you heard that the Ministry of Energy was going to do the lighting on the Tema motorway, which I found it a bit strange, that there wasn't the responsibility of the Ministry of Energy. But when we dug, they said they had some surplus there of their budget, and they felt it was better to use it on the lighting the Tema motorway, which made a lot of sense. But in general speaking, the agency that is strictly responsible for our roads is Ghana Highways Authority. Even their maintenance department have been dissolved by some of the IMF conditionality.
Right.
So it's in a state of, I don't know where to actually place where all these issues are arising out of lighting. But lighting is a serious navigational aid for motorists and pedestrians alike. Because if you can't see as a pedestrian, how do you maneuver the streets?
That's correct. How do you do that?
How do you do that? And how does a motor vehicle who is on the road would see that there's a pedestrian crossing the road? And even that aside, you could use other means of trying to get the navigational aids of the motorists. You know, center line marking. I know you are concentrating on, lighting.
Right.
But center line markings and edge markings.
That's right. And even reflectors and all of that, they also are a problem.
Let me tell you something. In 2009, I had an opportunity to go to Senegal.
Right.
One of these things. And we went to Dakar. And you know Dakar, most of their roads have, that's what we call cat's eyes. You know what a cat's eye is?
Tell us.
Cat's eye is, you know, when you're on the road and they put this reflective studs that they put on the road. The studs that they put on, and it lights up in the dark. Some could be red, depends what you want it to be. No, the studs, S-T-U-D-S, studs. The studs that are on the roads.
Right, I know the stats, right.
Yes, the technical name is called cat's eye.
Okay.
Because they reflect like a cat's eye.
Okay.
So that's those cat's eyes. So even if you can't put the lighting on the road, put this simple navigational aid on the road. So if there's a center line marking and you're on the road, you know, because there's no lighting on our roads, we have these vehicles on the road in the night, they put their head beams on. And that also, blinds the driver, the opposing driver. And that is also a cause of most of the crashes that we have on our roads. So the studs, if they are on the center and then on the edges, even if you are veering off, you see the studs, and they will make noise. Even when you have micro sleep and you're sleep dozing off, when you hear the noise, when you tread on it will wake you up, wouldn't it?
I hear you. Nana, we pay 1% of whatever we consume, and we see that on our bills, whether you're doing postpaid or you're buying prepaid. 1% of that money is deducted for street lighting. Where does that money usually go?
Yes, but Johnny, this is a conversation we've had many times. Those monies, if they go into the consolidated funds, okay, then it disappears. Because we have a lot of things to deal with. But we have a deficit that we can budget deficit here and there. But if it's sent earlier to the agency, Ghana Highways, that use this money to do lighting on our roads, that will be accounted for. Because every year they go to the Parliament Select Committee to account for their expenditures, don't they?
That's right.
So the money don't go directly to these agencies for them to do what have been deducted from us. But it gets lost in the consolidated fund. It's like putting everything in one fund. Then those who are the managers, well, there's a challenge. Let me give you this instance with the Ghana Police Service. Ghana Police Service, you know, all these fines that motorists, you know, the motorist fines and all those things. It doesn't go directly to MTPV. It doesn't go. It goes into the police, whatever, and the police have a priority over road transport. The police is there to protect life and property. So if they're supposed to go and protect life and property, will they put priority on motor traffic? And this is patrol. When these days, see how many times we see motor vehicle police doing patrols on our roads. They don't have the trucks, the vehicles. They don't even have petrol. If they have the pickup, the police service don't have petrol to buy petrol to patrol. I was having this conversation with another senior police officers who of course, will should remain anonymous. But that's the situation that we are in.
I hear you.
Ghana as we speak now.
Nana, I thank you for
some of us advocate. We have been advocating that the media. You don't give us the voice for us to voice.
No, we give you the voice to speak. We give you the voice to speak.
You know the way. If I was any more thing.
Mini morty me that's papa. Weekend or there bana ya there ma ebit my.
You, Marty, Johnny.
Nana Noami here is a road safety advocate, and he joined us here. Let me see if I can afford you 5 minutes. Let's also hear from you. 30 seconds for each caller. You tell me what exactly you think of the going situation. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Let Jah fire come. The fire they come. Good morning.
I always see this. Shayo.
Onukbako Bejen low.
So, Johnny, I always complain about the motorway like this.
That's right, you do.
As if we don't have any sensible person who is in the roads and highways or Ghana, whatever. Look, Johnny, it is sad. I told you last time that from Jamestown all the way to Jamuna, not even one is working. Not even a single light is working. And then we call ourselves a proud country. If it is not stupidity or foolishness, I don't know how to describe it. And then you see somebody, a director in Land Cruiser, being led by a dispatch rider on the motorway, and he is giving siren and asking everybody at night to move off the road to God knows where for him to pass. If this, I repeat, if this is not foolishness or stupidity, I don't know how or I just to understand.
Okay. Oh, you are done. Thank you. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. How do we keep the lights on? Because we pay 1% levy on all domestic electricity bills for the operation and maintenance of street lights. Government collects it without fail. Why can't they keep the lights on? Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Please, Mr. John, I'm calling Hamdu.
Okay, 30 seconds for you. Where are you calling us from?
Right now, I'm currently at Dansum and I'm an Uber driver.
Okay, talk to me.
Yesterday, I don't know, I want to know what bus stop is meant for. Please, I just want to know what bus stop is meant for.
We're discussing street lights now.
I know, I'll get
No, we don't have the luxury of discussing other things. We have only 4 minutes to go, please.
All right.
So
then maybe I'll have to call back some other time.
Yes, sir, sorry about that. Good morning. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Why can't we keep the street lights on? Have you been bothered? Have you asked? What have you been told? What do you know? Do you think you would ever get an answer? 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. That's 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Your calls. Oh, sorry, we missed that one too. Please call us. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
FM 92.
Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry about that. I don't like it when the lines are too hot. People can't even touch the lines. Oh, yeah. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Oh. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. At 10:30, we will go to the Executive Theatre. We'll have a creative industry dialogue. Rexoma, Frankie 5, Eni Ai, NPP, NDC, Movement for Change. You'll be listening to them. Good morning.
Hello, boss. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Chief, how are you?
Okay, I'm doing good. And how are you?
I'm fine. Street lights, why can't we keep them on? What's happening? What do you know?
Big man, it's a wahala. It's a wahala. Big wahala. From Kaswa to, let me take like, almost like first light to Carnation. There's no street light too, big man. And the road too is no good. So even, big man, we are in it.
We're there inside.
We pray for the best.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, Charlie. And it is a serious matter. It's a matter of life and death. In the next minute, we'll be wishing a few good people a happy birthday. Oh my God. Theater. You can connect with us on TV3 on 3FM 92.7 and also on our social media platforms.